Hi students, here we have the subject biology or life science for class 9, chapter 3, physiological processes of life. Well, we have this LEC-1. At first we introduce the plants are also living organisms. They have cellular structure as well as they have the cellular to tissue forms of the air. So they have the different tissues for different work is also there. As for example, the xylem conducts the water and the sap to the upper part of the plant, while the phloem conducts the prepared food to all parts of the plant. That is known because we have already studied that. Right now, we have to study the physiological processes. Every organism, that means living organism, has different life processes. We have all these life processes together, we know them and tell them as metabolic processes. In these metabolic processes, some processes are constructive and these are known as anabolic processes, while some processes are destructive, that is known as catabolic processes. That here we see the anabolic process as the development. The growth and development is the anabolic process. While you see the respiration is a catabolic process. It actually involves a lot of waste of energy. But I must say, respiration is the most key process in the living beings. Why? Though it is a catabolic process, it is important because in respiration, the energy produced in the body is much more than that of the energy wasted. That is why it is a key process in organisms. Well, we are to discuss right now the life processes in plants. Firstly, we used to see these anabolic processes, which we find in the autotrophs, means the green plants. And these green plants, they are the producer of the food. All living organisms obtain food directly or indirectly from the green plants. Directly means by the herbivores, indirectly means by the other people, other organisms like the carnivores or like us omnivores, all we get direct or indirect. All sources are the plants, green plants. Well, we have the plant physiology right now. In plant physiology, we have to discuss first about the photosynthesis. Now, by the word photosynthesis, it means the photo means light, synthesis means the preparation. So, the food prepared by light is photosynthesis. Now, there are several processes are there. We know generally from the lower classes that photosynthesis is obtained in the green plants because there is a green color pigment present in the leaves, young stems, buds and calyx and all the green parts of the plants. This green pigment is nothing but a kind of cell organelle which is known as plastids. Especially these green pigments are chloroplastids. Here we see the plastids, they have a kind of pigment called chlorophyll. This chlorophyll is a chemical compound and the main ingredient of chlorophyll is magnesium, and this magnesium is present in chlorophyll in a very, very sophisticated form or chemical compound which is known as magnesium chelate. We write them by writing Mg is the formula of magnesium and then we put triple plus sign because this is magnesium chelate. And this chlorophyll has a special characteristic that they can convert the sunlight into heat. Now you know every chemical reactions require heat because the chemical equations, when you categorize them, they go in two ways. One is some reactions, they evolve heat, that is exothermic reaction, and in some equation the heat is being absorbed, they are called endothermic reaction. So here the chlorophyll, they convert the sunlight into heat, which is responsible for photolysis. Now what are you telling, sir? Photosynthesis and photolysis? Yes, photolysis is a part of photosynthesis, a part process. What is it? The water molecules which has been taken right from the soil, there is the system of absorption of the water molecules and the minerals are there that you have studied in class 8, and those are, the water is being broken into OH ions, and that is done by the processes known as the photolysis, that is the breaking down of the water. Well, let us come here right now. The definition of the photosynthesis. It is an anabolic physical process, because here in photosynthesis the food is produced and the food is required for all kinds of growth and development. So it is an anabolic process. That means it adds something to the organism. Well, anabolic organism prepared single sugar, as a very simple single sugar is being prepared with the help of the solar energy. The ingredients are carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide and water via the chemical reactions within the chlorophylls. Cell and release oxygen after the photosynthesis, the process has been done. They release oxygen equivalent to the amount of carbon dioxide that is they have produced as a byproduct. When we come the site of the photosynthesis. Now where do we get the photosynthesis? That means where does the photosynthesis take place? Right now you see site of photosynthesis, especially the leaves. Now within the leaves, within the chloroplastics of the mesophyll tissue, if you take a section of the leaf, you will find mesophyll tissue, and there especially there is a kind of parenchymatous cell is there, which is known as palisade parenchyma. And in this palisade parenchyma, it is full of chlorophyll. They are actually made for the preparation of the food. The cells of the green leaves, and then in green young stems or a calyx of the flower, phylloclade of cactus or cacti, whatever you say, young green fruits, aerial roots of the orchids, lower plants like algae, bryophytes, and photosynthetic bacteria are also capable of doing the photosynthesis. It also occurs in protozoa like Chrysomodia and Euglena. The leaves actually are the best site for the photosynthesis. Now, components of photosynthesis, their sources and importance. Well, major components are carbon dioxide, chlorophyll, sunlight, and water. Well, children, after the source of carbon dioxide, we come to know about the role of carbon dioxide. Now, carbon dioxide, you know, it's a key factor for photosynthesis because the plants produce carbohydrates. Now, carbon dioxide, the sources is atmosphere. Atmosphere is the sources from where the carbon dioxide is being taken. Here is the diagram. You see that the mesophyll tissues are there. This is a plant. The outside is the phloem. Inside is the xylem tissues. And you see the water is there. Oxygen is coming out after the photosynthesis. And carbon dioxide is taken in. Through the stoma, there are many stomas are there called stomata in plural. And again, there in the midbrain you see they are and solar energy is coming out from there. They are all in mesophytic tissue, and in the mesophytic tissue food preparation is done. So carbon dioxide is taken in and carbon is assimilated. That means carbon is used along with, this is a source, and along with the oxygen to make the glucose molecules. And these glucose molecule is the food prepared by the plants. And till today, next we will discuss for the role of water, etc. Thank you and have a nice day.